The 1800s marked a period of intense fascination with ancient Egypt, a time when the allure of the pharaohs, pyramids, and mummies captivated the imaginations of the Victorian elite. The discovery of the Rosetta Stone in 1709 had unlocked the secrets of hieroglyphics, leading to a surge of interest in Egyptology. As artifacts began to flood European museums, the wealthy sought to bring a piece of this ancient world into their own homes, not just as decoration, but as a source of entertainment and social prestige. Among the most peculiar manifestations of this fascination were the mummy unwrapping parties, gatherings that combined the macabre with the social. Imagine a lavish Victorian drawing room, adorned with plush furnishings and flickering gas lamps. Guests dressed in their finest attire would arrive with an air of excitement mixed with a tinge of apprehension. The centerpiece of these gatherings was often a real mummy, procured from a distant land, encased in linen wrappings that had preserved it for millennia. The very thought of peeling back the layers of history, of unveiling the secrets of a long-dead civilization, was irresistible to the Victorian mind. These events were not merely about the spectacle of unwrapping a mummy. They were a reflection of the era's complex relationship with death, science, and the exotic. The Victorians were fascinated by the idea of the afterlife and the rituals that surrounded it. They had a penchant for the morbid, often romanticizing death and the mysteries that lay beyond it. The mummy, with its connection to ancient beliefs and practices, became a symbol of this intrigue. It was a tangible link to a world that was both foreign and familiar, a relic of a time when the divine and the earthly were intertwined. As the evening unfolded, the atmosphere would be charged with anticipation. Guests would gather around the table, their eyes wide with excitement and curiosity. The host, often a wealthy collector or a burgeoning Egyptologist, would begin the unwrapping ceremony, carefully peeling back the layers of linen to reveal the preserved body beneath. The act itself was both a scientific endeavor and a theatrical performance, a blend of scholarship and spectacle. As the wrappings fell away, gasps of amazement would echo through the room, mingling with nervous laughter and whispered conversations. The unwrapping of a mummy was seen as an opportunity to engage in a form of scientific inquiry, a chance to examine the physical remains of a culture that had long since vanished. The host would often invite a physician or an archaeologist to provide commentary, explaining the significance of the findings as they were revealed. Bones, jewelry, and other artifacts would emerge from the folds, each item telling a story of its own. The guests, armed with their own knowledge of ancient Egypt gleaned from the latest publications, would engage in lively discussions, debating the meanings of the items and the rituals they represented. Yet, beneath the surface of this fascination lay a darker reality. The practice of unwrapping mummies often involved a degree of insensitivity to the cultural and spiritual significance of the remains. For the Victorians, the mummy was an object of curiosity, a curiosity that often overshadowed the respect that should have been afforded to the dead. The thrill of discovery was tinged with a sense of moral ambiguity as the boundaries of scientific inquiry and ethical considerations blurred. As the 19th century progressed, the popularity of mummy unwrapping parties began to wane, replaced by a more nuanced understanding of archaeology and the importance of cultural heritage. However, the legacy of these gatherings remains a testament to the complexities of Victorian society, a reflection of their insatiable thirst for knowledge, their fascination with the exotic, and their often conflicting attitudes toward death and the past. The mummies, once the stars of social gatherings, became silent witnesses to an era that sought to unravel the mysteries of time, even as they grappled with their own moral compass.